Hi guys, this is Androidpipe.com and I'm here with a game called Defenders 2. It's a tower defense title that I'm playing on the HTC One A9. It's a portrait-oriented title that has a quite big map, a large number of towers that I have yet to unlock, and this chest that gives me special cards, which I have to shuffle and then be able to find again. All the towers, spells and things like that are based on playing cards, which can be combined for extra strength. Okay, so let's get straight to the battle. Before you can attack, you can also preview, but right now I haven't come into particularly hard opposition. Defenders 2 is free in the Play Store. It was launched in early January 2016 and it's a tower defense game from Naval Game Studios. It has 29 bosses, 40 towers and 20 spells and a few timers if you want to wait for some areas to be unlocked. So these are the towers I can play with and these areas are locked, so I can only take 3 types of towers into battle and I have only 2 types of spells and 4 spells available, or better said 3 spells available, including thunder, a landmine and poisonous gas of sorts. Okay, I'm happy with the choice. We got a tower that shoots poison, one that slows down enemy units and ones that shoot cannonballs and arrows. Here we go, that's the map. We only have certain placements for the towers, so we have to be careful how we place them. We cannot spread them all around, so this is the path that the enemy takes towards me, so I'm going to plant one here. This is basically the start of the battle. They're going to go through here as well, and I'm spending those blue drops as currency. Okay, so that's the path they take. Putting a cannon here, a big one that can fire towards multiple units, and a glaive shooter here, a glaive thrower. You can ask for the waves to come earlier and get extra drops. I just press the fast forward button to get the action going. Of course, enemies will come in waves, typical for a tower defense title. They're basically trolls, wizards. We got armored vehicles that carry multiple units, like this one here. So you can also use spells like the thunder, plant mines. Those are limited. And speaking of limited, the number of towers you can place is also limited by your card level. So if you level up, you'll be able to place even more towers. So I guess it's time to build one more. And we can also upgrade them, by the way. I've played only till level 7, so if I progress, I'm getting more upgrades, more towers obviously, more complex enemies and so forth. This is a free game, or better said a freemium, because you have those timers that will stop you from accessing certain areas. Here they come. At some point there will be bosses. There will be a huge purple troll that's quite hard to defeat. Okay, so more upgrades should be in order. They're kind of getting through, so that's not good. People have been complaining about playing in portrait. I find that this is no problem, to be honest. Let's plant a mine. Maybe, let's say here. And once the mine explodes, you can see all the little critters inside are let out and can start to attack me. So far so good. Now the big boss is coming, so we should upgrade this tower and maybe, just maybe, build one more. The interesting aspect about this game, here's the glutton, which is the boss of the level. The interesting aspect about the game is that these enemies will come towards your base, they will steal your drops, your resources, and try to take them back to their base. And in case they die on the road to their own base, the other guys that come will take over the resources and bring them forward. So that's that. Okay, victory, leveling up to do. Your cards increase in power thanks to the experience, and we also gain some currency. We have an assault tower, so a new tower to enjoy. This is the map. We also leveled up. Not now. I'm quite enjoying the game, I have to admit. It's a big map, but parts of it are locked, and as you can see they have timers on them, and you have to spend, let's say, sheriff stars to open them up. So we got the silver that lets you buy stuff. We got the stars that allow you to open new things. And by new things I mean excuse me, and by new things I mean new areas on the map. And we got those keys that are useful when trying to open up chests or buying one more shot at shuffling the cards. So the cards are here. This is the new one. It's the assault tower that has great range of fire. This is the wizard basic unit, wooden cannon, poison shooter, glaive thrower, slowing tower, and finally poison shooter. Since you have a double of the poison shooter, I can choose to upgrade it and fuse two cards together for an extra bit of power. Okay, so that happened. Usually I get an upgrade. You can see that the damage has been upgraded. Aside from that, we have feeders, which is a card. When fused, it will increase the count of any other tower with a rarity of special or worse. So basically buffs for your towers. And these are the spells that can be combined as well. So it's both a card trading, card collecting game and a tower defense, combining two game genres that are very popular among gamers. So we also have this mine here that collects silver for us. And aside from that, we got music, notifications, log in, log out, sync, so you can take your game on another device. And we got a shop, obviously, with things to purchase, currency, specials, and booster packs, then quests that will give us certain items, and feats that are basically achievements. And let's go to another battle and maybe inaugurate that new tower. It's a very well made tower defense title. I said before, 40 towers, which is no small feat for this game. Okay, so I'm going to have to replace one of these ones with this. Let's hope it goes. So, and the spells, well, maybe I'm going to use this one here instead of the mine. The background has changed. Also, the backgrounds are very nice in this title, although I find the levels to be a little small and claustrophobic, the maps I mean. Anyway, they start here and they go here, and I'm going to have to attack them in pretty limited areas. So let's start off with the strong assault tower, and maybe place this one here and this one here. As you can see, those squares that should hold my towers hold some pillars that have to be destroyed to make room for my attack units. Let's put it in fast forward. Well, so far so good. Could be one more tower here. And one more here. Now we can really relax because we have some of the main areas covered up. Let's call one of the waves. Things are getting a bit out of hand, so let's beat one more basic unit and upgrade those at the gate. It's an interesting aspect because those pillars actually distract the towers, and sometimes they won't focus and fire the fire on the attacking enemies. Upgrade performed, and that was a badass animation of a badass enemy. A level boss coming my way, a huge orc, like the guys in Lord of the Rings. Oh no, you don't. I just killed it before it reached the base. So that guy is apparently dead, and he's just been shattered. So the battle should be over. So that's it in a nutshell. Defenders 2, if you love tower defense game, you have to play this. It's new, it was launched in January, early January 2016. The freshest tower defense title with a lot of playing cards, collecting cards. You really don't feel the pressure of freemiums. You can play a ton of levels without having to actually use those stars. I enjoyed it a lot, and I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10 here at Androidpipe.com. Bye bye.